Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is my intro to the second annual Female Disruptors Unstoppable Summit. And I am so excited to be here. I can't believe it's been a year since we were first together at the first annual virtual summit, which was actually a year ago today. Unbelievable. So what a year it's been. And I want to welcome everybody that is new to the Female Disruptors community. And if you are new or if you're returning, just a little refresher on background of Female Disruptors. So I started Female Disruptors in 2019 just as a passion project because I wanted to see women get their fair share of the spotlight. I started Female Disruptors as a publication, a magazine featuring females that were disrupting in their space. That went on for a couple of years, and then I had this vision to take all of those female experts and bring them together into one event, which happened last year, and let them share how they are disrupting in their industries, in their fields, and in their lives. And so other females can learn from the female disruptors. And that's what happened a year ago. And that was a dream come true for me. So now the Female Disruptors mission and vision is to inspire, collaborate, and educate females and our male allies to help make a difference, to help level the playing fields, whether that has to do with ageism, the gender gap, the pay gap. I can name a lot of statistics, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to focus on the program, what you have in store for you. But let's reflect a little bit on the past year. So I think everybody will agree that 2022 was one of the most disruptive years for females, regardless of what side that you're on. It was a very disruptive year for us. So looking at how can we make a difference moving forward. So just looking in the past year, what's happened. A year ago, we had Women in the Metaverse, which was a very popular category of sessions. And a year later, we are still focused on the metaverse and Web3 and crypto, but a lot has changed in the NFT world and the crypto world and the Web3 world. We saw crypto go up. We saw crypto come way down. I bought into a bunch of women-led NFT projects that I'm still proud to own, NFTs of Boss Beauty, of Tuttle Tribes, of Eyes of Fashion, Angel Alliance, and my BFFs. It was the latest NFT that I invested in, purchased. Not financial advice, just telling you what I've done. But yeah, so it's been a roller coaster of the year, but I personally love experimenting. I was approached to launch the FemCoin, which was a cryptocurrency for creators. So I went ahead and launched the FemCoin. That happened in March. The crypto crash happened in May. So the FemCoin was a thing and now it's not. But to be a disruptor, you have to experiment and explore different things and new things and be an early adapter. So I'm just using that as a lesson learned. I learned a lot in the experiment of launching the FemCoin and experimenting in crypto. And so we have sessions here at the second annual virtual summit that are going to be talking about Web3 and crypto, getting comfortable, being uncomfortable in this environment that we're in right now. So a little bit about what you have to look forward to. So there's going to be a theme besides Unstoppable, and there is a yoga theme. So we are going to kick off tonight after our keynote with Sarah Nally with a yoga inspired session called Malas, Mantras, and Meditation. There's going to be a middle of the program, yoga inspired leadership session. And we are going to end the Female Disruptors Virtual Summit with a Yoga Nidra with Timmy Howard. So I'm very excited about that theme. Wanted to talk about the different categories that you can expect. So we have the categories, F is for feminism, which includes diversity, inclusion, and we have Her State, which is talking about mental health and wellness and mindset. She Means Business track is going to be focused on Marcom, so digital marketing, PR, and social media. And we have the She CEO track, which is focused on leadership is a love language, and talking about the different types of leadership and self-leadership that we all can learn from. Gold Digger focuses on women, money, and law. So that is going to be the category if you're interested in learning about crypto. We have a panel talking about crypto. And we also have another category called Tech Queens, where we are focused on things like tech, the metaverse, Web3, what you should be looking out for, no matter what industry you're in, whether you are B2C, B2B, female professional, you need to understand the next generation of the internet and what that looks like. So this all circles back to future of work and not getting left behind. So if we're not going to get left behind as females and we're going to make a difference, we need to innovate and keep learning and staying ahead of the curve. So next, I want to talk about my keynotes. So right after this intro, you are going to be introduced to Sarah Nally, and I love her so much, and I hope you do too, but I thought she would be the perfect keynote to set the tone for the Female Disruptors Virtual Summit. So Sarah is going to be talking about all things visual, all things mindset, all things intuitive, but also all things business and what women need to do to really make a difference and follow their purpose. So Sarah's keynote, I actually interviewed her the other day. She is on her honeymoon in Bali, and that is where she did her interview from. So you will see a majestic background coming very shortly from Sarah. Tomorrow morning, the first keynote is Sherry Walling. So Sherry is a TEDx speaker. She has a very popular podcast. She just released a book on grief and loss, and she is a trauma therapist. So Sherry is going to be walking us through what it's like to deal with grief, loss, and trauma, and how to avoid burnout. So burnout, I think, is a very popular word over the past 2 years, something that I can relate to. Women are more affected to burnout than men are. So it's something that we really need to be mindful and aware of how to protect ourselves from burnout. The next keynote is Julie Voris, and Julie is going to be talking about how she went from being a school teacher to making a 7-figure income, and she is an inspiring motivational coach and also fitness guru. So I am so excited for these so far. Sandy Carter is going to be the keynote heading up Web3. So if you're wondering what in the world is Web3, why should I care about it? Sandy is one of the most sought out thought leaders, women in tech in the world. And she not only is relatable when it comes to tech, but she is a cheerleader for women. We are going to end the day with Susan Bratton, who is going to talk about sexual wellness and how we can take control of our sexual wellness and not be afraid to. So those are the keynotes I'm super excited about. We have amazing speakers in between on all of the tracks. One highlight I want to call out is we have one male ally speaker. His name is David Boehm. And David is an activist and he is a change agent, and he has been an inspirational coach to me for the past year. I've known him for probably a couple of decades, but he is going to talk about what women need and men need to do to level the playing fields. And he's going to be first up in the morning. So make sure you check out David. If you need to watch the pre-record, do that. So I think that I have covered, housekeeping. So the second annual virtual summit, right now, if you're watching me, I'm live. I'm recording this live at the time 5 to 5:15. So some of the speakers pre-recorded. We could not accommodate all of the live streaming for all the speakers, plus they had schedule issues. So I promise you that this is exclusive content to the Female Disruptors, second annual Female Disruptors Unstoppable Conference. So if you're watching this on January 17th and January 18th, you are the first to see it. If you're watching the pre-records and the replays, that's okay. I just want you to know that all of this content was made especially with you in mind. Next, keeping in mind that we are in an environment where we are relying on tech and Wi-Fi, and we are coming from all over the world, including the Philippines, Canada. I'm here in Celebration, Florida, so we have a team pretty much almost in every time zone, whether it's a speaker or an attendee. So we are relying on something that is out of our control. So be patient if you can't find something, or if something isn't going on time. If it isn't perfect, we will make it right eventually. It might not just be exactly perfect when we think it's supposed to be. Next, I just want to give a shout out to my team. I have Jess here. I'm calling her Chief of PR for this event. Goat Social, Chief of Social. I have Abby and Megan from Canada. Thank you. And we have Allie helping behind the scenes. And we could not have been here without Allie taking us what she's helped me with for the past couple months, and Allison. So just want to make sure that I gave a shout out to everybody, and thanks to all of my friends who have supported me over the past year. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. I'm passionate about it. And sometimes when you're passionate about something, it makes it even harder, and more stressful. But we're here to learn about not being stressed and learning about moving forward. So thank you so much for joining, and enjoy Sarah Nally. She is up next. And please, if you have any feedback, I am more than happy to get that feedback. Just message us through the Female Disruptors chat. Thank you so much, and namaste.